Our Robert Fox is on scene. Let's check in now with Robert for an update.
Outside the NFR buckle ceremony at the Gold Coast with Charmaine James. Rookie in 1984, and you've been there every year since. How do you do it? I know you've had 3 horses, Scamper, Magic, and now Sloopy, a new horse. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay, and how do you do it? What qualifications do you look for in a horse? Does it stand out and say, that's an NFR material right there, or how do you go about judging those horses?
Well, what I look for is a horse that's smart and that can stop the clock. That's what winning is all about. No matter how they do it, if they can stop the clock and be fast. That's what I look for.
Well, great. You've had 2 good rides so far in the first 2 go-rounds, and best of luck in the finals.
Thank you.
That was Charmaine James last night, winner of the second go-round of barrel racing in the National Finals Rodeo with a sparkling time of 14.10. And I'll be back soon with a complete rundown of second go-round winners from Las Vegas, Nevada, just over yonder from Kehei Country. I'm Robert Fox for Kehei 101 FM.
Thank you, Robert. We're going to do one for you in honor of Las Vegas. 2 of a kind, working on a full house. Here's Garth Brooks on Kehei. Kehei's Robert Fox is on scene with an update. Let's go to him right now.
Robert Fox back with you here with a rundown after 2 go-rounds in the National Finals Rodeo. As mentioned earlier, it was Charmaine James taking barrel racing in a time of 14.10. In calf roping, it was Ricky Canton with a time of 8.10. The Saddlebrock riding division went to Robert Etbauer with a score of 84. There was a tie in bareback riding between Marvin Garrett and Wayne Herman, their score of 85. In steer wrestling, it was Tom Duvall with a good time of 3.40. And the team of Rue Woolsey and Brett Gould took team roping with a time of 4.50. Now in all-around, after 2 goes, Dan Mortensen leads Cody Ohl with defending champion Joe Beaver back in 3rd. From the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas, Nevada, I'm Robert Fox for Kehei 101 FM.
Thank you, Robert. Here's Clint Black by request on Kehei Country.
Man, I'm telling you, I don't know what I'd do without you. You want to do this?
No.
All right. Anyway, we're going to check the NFR right now. Here's Dustin Hopman.
The third go-round closed out a spectacular opening weekend for the 39th Annual National Finals Rodeo, and last night had it all, from lightning-fast reflexes to a bull out to maim. The latter was bestowed upon the shoulders, or should I say ribs, of Josh O'Byrne, whose draw sent him to the hospital for x-rays and observation of an injury to his rib area. It was Blair Burke's performance in the calf roping division, however, that highlighted the night, and I got a chance to talk with him after the buckle ceremonies at the Gold Coast Casino.
Here with Blair Burke, winner of the third go-round of the calf roping. Now, last year, you tied the NFR record at 7.3 in the 8th go-round. This year, 1/10 of a second off in the third go-round. Is that luck, discipline, your horse, or would you say it's a combination of all of them?
Oh, probably a lot of things. I drawed a good calf tonight. My horse, he worked really good, scored good, got out of there, got him roped quick, and then slowed down, just tied him tonight. Didn't get in any hurry or anything, I had it on him quick. The round wasn't all that tough. 8-3 was the win when I rode in there. There was only like 4 or 5 guys after me, so I didn't figure that it would be real tough, and I knew I had it on him really fast, so I just slowed down and tied him.
Well, Blair, thank you. A spectacular performance tonight, and good luck in the remaining 7 goes.
Thank you.
And it was Keith Adams taking the bull riding division of the competition with a score of 90. Now that's the highest score given out so far in this year's National Finals Rodeo. In team roping, there was a 2-way tie. The header of Speed Williams and the heeler of Rich Skelton, and the header of Walt Rodman and the heeler of Kyle Lockett, one with a time of 4.80. In bareback riding, it was Clev Schmidt with a score of 84. Saddlebrock riding went to Glenn O'Neill with a score of 84. And in steer wrestling, there was a 3-way tie. Brad Gleason, Tom Duvall, and Lee Graves, one with a time of 3.50. In barrel racing, Kay Blanford took that division, a 14.23 time. Dan Mortensen remains the all-around leader going into tonight's events. From the National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas, Nevada, I'm Dustin Hopman for the one, the only Frog, 95.1 KFRG.
How did he get to go to Vegas?
KFRG, San Bernardino, Riverside, Ontario.
You gotta go to
A tragic scene here in Costa Mesa. Shortly after 5 p.m., a car was apparently deliberately driven into the playground of the South Coast Early Childhood Learning Center at the corner of Santa Ana and Magnolia, striking 7 people. A little girl died at the scene. The 6 others were transported to various hospitals, and shortly thereafter, a little boy passed away. Investigators are still trying to determine why the man carried out his actions. In Costa Mesa, I'm Robert Fox, 790 KABC. A stream of postal trucks continues to flow into Rose Hill Cemetery as services for 39-year-old postman Joseph Santos Elto begins shortly. Elto was gunned down Tuesday while on his route in Chatsworth. Hundreds of family members, friends, and postal workers have gathered atop the knoll of Sky Rose Chapel to comfort each other and pay their last respects. From Rose Hill Cemetery, I'm Robert Fox.
Lord, listen to our prayers for our brother, as he always desired to do your will, so in your mercy forgive whatever wrong he may have done. By his Christian faith, he was united with all your believing people. So now, in love and mercy, give him a place with all your angels and saints. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
With those final words from Reverend Bill Martinez, Postman Joseph Santos Elto of Chino Hills, 39 years old, was laid to rest next to Sky Rose Chapel among the assorted colors of dozens of flower arrangements. Elto died Tuesday after being shot 9 times for being a non-white government employee. From Rose Hills Mortuary, I'm Robert Fox. Shortly after 6:30 p.m. Tuesday evening, an armored van traveling southbound on the Antelope Valley Freeway somehow went out of control south of Escondido Canyon Road. Officer Doug Sweeney of the Highway Patrol picks up the story from there.
Went over the embankment of the freeway, through a gully, and then hit the other side of the embankment head-on. Both occupants of the armored car were killed upon impact. We know that the armored car company is Antec West out of Garden Grove. There is no foul play at this time.
Witnesses noticed nothing unusual prior to the accident, and investigators are still sifting through the wreck to learn what they can. From Agua Dulce, I'm Robert Fox, 790 KABC. Dawn has broke on day 5 of the Willow fire, and air attack operations will begin shortly on this massive blaze that has covered approximately 55,000 acres. Fire crews have done an excellent job overnight in keeping the fire in the rugged mountains and steering it away from populated areas of this valley. From Lucerne Valley, I'm Robert Fox. It's day 5 of the Willow fire, now set at 53,000 acres. Greg Thayer of Fire Information has more.
The fire itself is more back up in the Big Bear area, but pointing towards the Lucerne Valley. Our fire lines along the Lucerne Valley area are holding just fine.
Reporting from the Fire Command Post at Snow Valley, I'm Robert Fox. Winds have picked up considerably on the west flank of the fire. Fire crews have set up camp in the Crab Flats area northeast of Green Valley Lake, trying to hold the line on the weakest of the 2 fronts currently burning here in the San Bernardino Mountains. But from the pillars of smoke blowing up thousands of feet into the air, containment on this side looks far off as well. Reporting from Green Valley Lake, I'm Robert Fox. Yeah, thanks, Jeff. Yes, the leading edge of this fire on the east flank has been kept in the rugged mountains south of Lucerne Valley, almost a straight shot down Crystal Creek Road and burning toward the Lucerne Valley Industrial Plant. It is massive. It has burned 55,000 acres. The smoke can be seen from not only Los Angeles, but Las Vegas as well. And it is the largest fire Southern California has seen in almost 30 years. The good news for wary firefighters is that they've been able to keep it away from populated areas, and temperatures are expected to be down and winds lighter than they have been the last 4 days. The bad news is there's still no containment in sight. On X103.9, I'm Robert Fox. A successful operation last night leads to good news today. Troy Korn of the U.S. Forest Service, assisting from the state of Washington, explained.
Well, this morning the fire is 50% contained. The burnout last night that we did in some of the divisions around Crab Flats area, Green Valley, that went real well. We had to stop doing that about 9 o'clock. The humidity came up and we kind of lost real good firing conditions. But that looks real good this morning.
Reporting from Fire Command Post at Snow Valley, I'm Robert Fox. Last night, a key maneuver called a burnout was conducted between the threatened community of Green Valley Lake and the western edge of this tenacious fire that's burned since Saturday. Larry Taylor of the Redlands Fire Department has the details.
The burnout in Crab Flats actually went fairly good. They got about half that assignment finished. They'll finish it up today. So we'll see some more smoke columns and those kinds of things as they're burning out the area. We hope to tie this in today, complete the assignment.
From Green Valley Lake, I'm Robert Fox. With over 50% containment on this fire, things are finally looking up. But with a change in wind direction, smoke is once again blowing into the community of Fawnskin on Big Bear's North Shore. This is how John Lane of Fawnskin Market sees the situation.
Honestly, it's not good for my business, but I prefer people to find other places to go because of the severity of the fire, and with what containment they do have, if the winds shift radically, they could lose it at any time.
From Fawnskin, I'm Robert Fox. It's been burning now for 7 days and cost over $6.5 million to fight. Over 60,000 acres have been charred, but the monster known as the Willow Fire may have finally been broken.
North end of the fire looks really good now. All in all, there's a feeling of confidence.
That good word from Pete Davis of the Fire Information Center means that weary firefighters brought in from across the state and country may soon be going home. From Fire Command Center at Snow Valley, I'm Robert Fox. The Southwest Chief was shaken off its rail by this earthquake. That is what caused the several hundred feet of damage to the rail line. Most of the brunt was taken by the rail ties. However, I did see a couple of sections where the rail itself separated. Alan Stalker of the San Bernardino County Fire Department told me a total of 21 cars came off the tracks. All are still upright, and as I walked the line myself, I counted 6 passenger cars slightly off the tracks. The remaining 15 were cargo-type cars, and luckily that is where the bulk of the damage took place. Those cargo cars tilting off to the side about a 30-degree angle. 2 people were taken to the hospital with minor injuries, and a third was reported to be suffering from breathing difficulties. Now, rail crews are already on the scene preparing to fix the damage. From the accident scene west of Ludlow, Robert Fox, 790 KABC. The fire has jumped the 2 freeway. The fire burning south of Verdugo Hospital and has jumped into the canyon of Fern Lane. Traffic is stopped, moving slowly, pulled off to the right shoulder. People have also turned around in the center divider and are going the wrong way on both sides of the freeway. This fire is maybe even a mile long. It is now burning toward houses in the Fern Lane area. But this fire is burning in a northwesterly direction. Houses are in danger. Evacuations are underway. Reporting from the fire scene in Glendale, I'm Robert Fox. I'm on Alpha Road, where the main part of the fire is headed down. It's in a canyon just to the north of Fern Lane. The fire is approaching expensive homes. The winds have died down. The smoke has picked up considerably, but the fire advance itself has slowed. So apparently the fire crews are getting a good handle on it. It is still out of control, and once again, it is surrounding Alpha Road north of Fern Lane. That is where the main part of this fire is at this time. Reporting from Glendale, I'm Robert Fox. This fire has burned well over 100 acres. Fire crews are getting a good handle on it. It's laying down quite nicely. Flare-up is happening on the northern end of the fire. They have structures threatened on Los Encinos and also reports of structures threatened on Arboleda. That whole area is under evacuation order. We have reports of possibly a house on fire. Can't confirm whether that's on Los Encinos or structures on fire. Reporting from Glendale, I'm Robert Fox. This massive fire in Glendale that has burned well over 100 acres has now had a flare-up on this eastern flank heading toward La Cañada Flint Ridge. The evacuation area now, mandatory evacuation area near Paseo de Cima along Flint Ridge Drive and the Flint Ridge Crest there. And the only structures we can confirm burned by communication sources is the Glendale Police Range at the top of the hill there, and some 2,500 rounds of stored ammunition the firefighters do have to be aware of. Reporting from the fire scene in Glendale, I'm Robert Fox. Good news coming from communication frequencies on this fire that has burned approximately 500 acres. The fire is laying down nicely now, hemmed in by firefighters south of Descanso Gardens. Now, the fire has changed in different directions through the course of the night, but other than structures located on the Glendale Police gun range, I've heard of no homes that have been damaged. And from my vantage point here at the Verdugo Hills Hospital, the large orange glow from earlier has subsided quite substantially. From Verdugo Hills Hospital in La Cañada Flint Ridge, I'm Robert Fox.